Hi, fourth graders. So today you're going to get a canvas once you are done with your monochromatic scales. Once you are done with your 2 thumbnail sketches, you are going to go back to the thumbnail sketch that you circled. It's okay if you change it a little bit. It's also good if you have some type of photograph to look at. So if you did not print a photograph, maybe we'll be able to look at images another way, because when you're sketching it out on the canvas, again, it really is best to have some type of image that you're referencing to get a good idea on how to draw everything. So on the back of your canvas, you don't have to come up with a title yet. You're just gonna write your name where it says artist. And I also want you to put your art code where it says artist. So whatever your art code might be. Then you're gonna flip it over. So it is a square, so it doesn't really matter where things go. You are going to start by sketching your design. I sketched it pretty lightly. I did look at a few images. I looked at an image of a silhouette. I wanted to put a camel in there. And then I changed a few things from the image that I looked at. I also wanted to show you my value scale here, because we're gonna be using these numbers to go in our image. So after you sketch it out, you're going to very, very, very lightly, because you might end up erasing it when you get to your really light values. You're going to write the number of the value in each area. Now I know this camel, I'm gonna do just black. So it would help. I could just put a little B over here, just so I know that. You don't have to do that. Now, it might be easier for you to start from the back to the front. So I know, looking over here, that my sun is going to be 1. That's gonna be white with like the littlest bit of my color, which is orange. And I'm using a color that will show the temperature of where this is taking place. So it's gonna kind of set the mood for this landscape. Then I'm gonna play around with some other colors. So if I do, let's say 2 over here, I can't do 2 on my bird, right? Because that would then blend in. So that might be 3. And this might be 3. Now we're gonna try to get as many values as we can. We don't have to get all 7, but we can try. And then the all black would kind of be like an extra. That might be 8, but it doesn't have the color in it. So I have 3. And then as I get closer to the front, to the foreground, my colors are going to move up in the value scale. So if I have 3 here, this might be 3, then I might have, and I might have to change things a little bit, like looking over here, this actually might be 3. This might be 4. And then I'm gonna kind of do the rest of them. This might be 4 also. This might be 5. My cactus might be 5 here. And then this might be 6. And I might even add in another little line if I want to get that 7th value, which would be pretty good if I get all 7 values. So once you have that mapped out, that might take you all of class today. If it doesn't, then you can move on, and I'll have some different size brushes, but I would stick to a brush that's either this big, which is a little bit on the bigger side, or the brush that you guys were using. I do have smaller brushes as well. But I think this red brush will be able to help you with a lot of your areas. So now I'm gonna get started painting. Now, if I'm gonna start with this light value back here, I probably wanna erase the 1, because that might show up when we're painting. So I know that's gonna be the 1. So that one is gonna be just white with the tiniest bit of my color, which is orange. So I'm just gonna do a few layers and that's it, because I don't expect that we're gonna get that much painted today. We really want to take our time with these. Every time I get my color, I'm gonna wash it really well and dry it. Now, you can clean out your water as many times as you want. It's good to have nice, clean water. That will make it easier when you're painting. I like to put a few dots and then mix it, because I could always add more. Make sure your brush is really, really dry as well. So now that's gonna give me my nice light, lightest value for that 1. Also, try really hard to press lightly with your pencil, because you will see the pencil line showing through and it will look kind of dirty. So I suggest very, very light. I know it's hard to draw light, but very, very light with the pencil. So this you might not even be able to see right now, but it's always good to start light because I could always get darker with that value. But if you go really dark on these canvases, it's going to be really hard to get lighter. Now I want everyone today, and now that I started doing this for you guys, it's definitely going to be easier starting with the lightest to darkest. So I want everyone, after you map out all your numbers, I don't want anyone to use black today. I want only to do some of those lighter values that are at the bottom of our color scale, the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, maybe even you get that pure color, which might be like a 4. We go nice and slow. And if you paint over something, the good thing about this paint is that it dries really fast. So we're really taking our time. We're using the appropriate size brush. And then all you might get done today is something like this. When you're done, you'll close up your paints, clean your hands, and we could put these on the dry rack. Have fun.